We're going into UFC talk right now.
Yes.
UFC 187 is coming up. A lot of big controversy, of course, because of Johnny Bones Jones not making it, not going to be doing that deadly stare that he normally does. This is too bad. He is the true light heavyweight champion, but not, I mean, technically he's stripped of the title anymore, so now it's open between Anthony Rumble Johnson and Daniel Cormier. Cormier came out yesterday and said that he thinks, both him and Anthony Johnson both agree that whoever wins this fight is going to be the true champion. And my question to you, Michael, is if the best fighter, let's say John Jones ever comes back, that's fine, but if the best fighter who's still healthy, still young, is out there, is that really the true champion?
Well, let's not forget that Daniel Cormier and John Jones are not the best of friends. So it doesn't surprise me that he would say something like this. But no, it doesn't. Because, yeah, whoever wins this will be the champion, whatever. But you didn't beat the real champion. They know none of them have. So it's like you can't say that you're the true champion if you haven't beaten John Jones.
Yeah, and their argument for that is saying that, that John Jones hasn't proven himself off the court or off the octagon, I guess they would say in this sense. They're talking about how, it's like it takes more to be a champion than just what you do in the ring. And I'm like, not really. I mean, it should be. It should be on and off the court. I think, if you want to, but we're not, this isn't like a popularity contest. I don't think a lot of people are smart enough now not to take athletes as, icons and looking at them as, like role models. I mean, Charles Barkley came out way back in the day and said, I am not a role model.
No, absolutely. I mean, you see a lot of these guys, unfortunately, getting, shot at clubs or whatever. It's like you have to learn to, just separate the two. You have to understand that these guys, they're human beings. They're not perfect. Just appreciate what they do for whatever sport that they're playing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you hear stories about all kinds of guys, but it depends what the crime is. Obviously, what Jones did, he has to pay for. You do a crime, you have to pay for it. Domestic abuse, all that kind of stuff. John Jones didn't do that, but just saying all those crimes that you see guys like Mayweather has some domestic abuse charges coming up, you have to pay for your crimes. But in the same sense, it's like they are still great fighters. And they're athletes. You want to beat the best person there. So I'm sure Rumble Johnson in his heart knows that if he beats Cormier, he's beating John Jones' leftovers.
Yeah, and if you're Cormier, it's like, you had your chance. You lost. Let's say he beats Rumble Johnson, and it's like he's the champion, but it's like, but you didn't beat the actual champion. How could you just be proud of that? I don't know. I mean, but what are you going to do in this situation? I mean, it's not their fault. John Jones screwed up. So it's like you have to just move on. So it's like you have to. I mean, whoever wins this will be the champion.
Right.
Can't say they're the true champion, but they're still the champion.
The John Jones manager came out yesterday and said Jones may never come back. I hope that's not the case. I don't like to hear that because, I mean, he's the best fighter. We want to see the best fighter. Unless Rumble Johnson can beat him. If John Jones does come back a year from now, he's going to have to earn his way. He won't fight Johnson right away. He'll have to fight probably one fight before that. But, yeah, I want to see Jones come back. He's the best fighter. I hope we see that happen. Cormier likes to talk a little smack. He's probably a little bit bitter because Jones just owned him.
Yeah, he did.
In the fight they had. And that was a lot of, hubbub before that fight. A lot of big
a little bit.